welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, here with your readings for January the 6th through January the 12th. And what a celestial sky we have this week. Wow, major. But I'll get into that in the astrology report. Right now, we're on the intro, and I want to thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys. And I hope that you enjoy these readings and that you will return. These are general readings and they're for the collective, so take what resonates, leave the rest. If you'd like a personal reading, click on this link, which will take you to my website, and you can see what readings I offer. I live to give readings, guys. Now, this is for your sun, moon, and rising. Don't forget that. There will be skip times for the intro, the astrology report, and the tarot card reading if you are checking out your sun, moon, and rising. All the other links and everything will be in the show more section below, so you can always check below in the description box and click on any of the links in there. You know, if you want to look at the other readings, or it takes me a minute sometimes to get the links up, you know, but once everything's up, then I put the links up. Please help me by liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing if you haven't already. And now, without further ado, let's get to the astrology report, shall we? Hello and welcome to the astrology report section of your reading. And first, I just can't go without mentioning and putting my heart out there for Australia and all those fires. And, you know, I can't spend too much time on that because I get very emotional, but I'm praying for them. And I just, if anyone's watching from Australia, my God, my heart goes out to you. I'm so sorry. And maybe this is what I don't want to say this is what we need, to take this. Maybe governments around the world will hear this and take some action and towards climate control and perhaps people will stop denying that there's a climate crisis. Anyway, I have to move on from that. I get very emotional with that. It's very, very sad. All the animals and anyway. The year 2020 will not be easy. If you are one of my patrons or one of my patrons, you can check out my Patreon page, guys. I am going to do a yearly forecast for those for those patrons by sign, and I'm working on that. And it is challenging. For most of us, will be affected, especially those in cardinal signs. Cancer. excuse me. Cancer, Capricorn, Libra, and Aries. We will be most affected by this huge astrological event coming up. But let me go on to Thursday, January the 10th, the full moon lunar eclipse in Cancer at 20 degrees. At 2:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Full moons, as most of you know, is when the moon is opposite the sun, and it's actually the sun is lighting up the moon. It's full on. It's exactly opposite, right? So their energies are melding, right? They're almost married, if you will, because it's kind of a seesaw effect. But not only is the moon opposite the sun at this time, it's also opposite Mercury, Pluto, and Saturn, and the South Node. So I can't help but mention in Capricorn, there's Jupiter, the Sun, Mercury, the South Node, Pluto, and Saturn. And 2 centaurs are also in there. And there's never been that many planets in Capricorn. I think it's been 735 years, according to Pam Gregory. It's 735 years. I haven't checked it in the ephemeris, but I believe her because she does a lot of research. And she does mundane, which is all about, government and the world. I do more personal, so I do appreciate her knowledge on that. Okay, so this is the okay, so the moon in Cancer is going to be all about kind of family, relationships, it's emotional, it's about home. And Capricorn, which is opposite, is all about the government and kind of authority and really about career and work and things like that. So it's about that balance. It's about those opposing energies. And this, look, full moons are about releasing, letting go, right? Ending, culminations. Um, and eclipses are even more about that. So eclipses can kind of bring something to the forefront that's perhaps been, it's like secrets are revealed, things, realizations are coming into play. And this is about, clearing things out. It's about trimming the fat, streamlining. What do you need as opposed to what do you want? It's really about streamlining. It's about not having more than you need. That's what it's about. It's clearing things out. It is organizing. It is getting rid of sometimes people, places, things, whatever isn't serving you anymore or that, doesn't align with you anymore, because we outgrow friendships and relationships sometimes. Sometimes we stay in them well past their expiration date. And we need to kind of look at that. Things may come to a head where we'll see that and we'll see that we need to move on. It's those of us who are more self-aware and want to grow and move forward in this on this journey, we'll see what we need to let go of. So change is inevitable. This is about change. Neptune is it's in a trine to the eclipse. Our intuition and psychic abilities are heightened, and our sensitivity to other people's energies are also heightened. We can feel their moods, we can feel their energies. And, if you're surrounded by toxic people, that's toxic. It's going to affect you personally. So you want to, surround yourself or protect yourself and not get too tuned in. If you find yourself tuning into somebody who's like raging or depressed or, in a terrible mood, don't take it personally. Retreat from their energy. So, a lot of emotions can be brought up. It's a very emotional time. Well, some of us are feeling it now. Also, on Thursday, January the 10th, Uranus stations direct. Now, it has been retrograde since August the 12th, 2019. So that's 5 months. And it will station direct. Now, it's been slowing down. Now, this Uranus is the planet of electrifying sudden changes and happenings. Uranus rules electricity. It's like lightning and thunder. And it's the higher octave of Mercury. It's about fast thinking, sudden happenings. And as it slows down to go direct, its symbolism amplifies. So, electronics could go awry. I've been having that. I mean, I've had a lot of technical issues the last week or so. So I know that this has been happening to me. So that will bring an element of the unknown into the mix on Thursday as well, and actually before and after. They say eclipses last up until 6 months, but so look, this brings me to our huge astrological event that astrologers have been talking about for years. That is Saturn conjunct Pluto in Capricorn. Now, as I mentioned before, we have Jupiter, the Sun, the South Node, Mercury, Pluto, and Saturn all in Capricorn, plus 2 centaurs, Plutos and Chariklo. But I'm not going to get into them. That's a whole other video. But anyway, there's not been that many planets in Capricorn for 735 years. That's a long time. This is huge. It's massive. There's massive change. People who will be affected by this are those in cardinal signs particularly, and that is Aries, Cancer, Libra, and of course Capricorn, where it's all happening. So they are the ones who are most affected by this. But of course, depending on where your planets are, so many of us are. This is because it's all in Capricorn, it's global too. We're already seeing changes happening. We're already seeing politics and catastrophes happen around the world, because Saturn is about rules and regulations and the old order, right? He's like the father figure. And Pluto is about breaking the old systems down so that new systems can replace. So it's about destruction, it's death and rebirth, right? Well, the destruction part is kind of, it's stressful for us. And we're seeing that in Australia. We're seeing it, Iran, number 2 guy being taken out. I mean, and things are definitely going to progress exponentially. Look, I can't help it. It's kind of a pessimistic view, but when I look at the astrology, it is disturbing, to say the least. The good thing is, though, that yes, there's destruction, yes, but what will come out of this is a new world order. Things will change. I mean, irrevocably change. And I think after the beginning of 2021, it's kind of peaceful for a while. But I'm not going to go into that. This is a very deep and very intense time, and time will tell as to how this will play out. Many of you are already feeling this change and transformation, and things are coming up. Pluto brings stuff up from the dark, out of the darkness into the light to be addressed. Secrets come out. Governments, we've already been seeing that. You see, we feel this before, and we'll be feeling it for the whole of 2020, not to mention other things that are going on later in the year. So what I will say, yes, all these old structures and paradigms will be restructured. They'll be brought down. And, I mean, I'm going into this in a lot more depth on my Patreon page. I'm going to be creating videos for the year for the signs. So I am currently working on those and I've been studying this for a while, and I've been really looking at what's going on for each sign and how they are affected. But I will say this in general, this is all like outward energy, because in Capricorn it's all yang energy, it's male energy, it's going out, it's explosive. And that's the same with Uranus. It's been in retrograde, so it's kind of within and going, when a planet goes retrograde, it kind of goes in, right? So we need to bring the yin energy out, and the way to do the yin, the way to balance this with yin energy is to go within. Going within, we can quieten our mind. We don't have to be frightened. When we are at peace within, then we experience peace without, and we can hear ideas and solutions to what we think is our problems are. We need to be bigger than our problems, is what we need to be. And we can do that by going inside. So meditation is so important, and that'll bring us into the yin within, right? The yin within. We need to connect with a divine feminine. We need to be receptive and not pushing out, because this is all pushing out, right? This is all male yang energy. So we need to get in touch with the yin, and we need to be the calm within the storm. And we'll get through this, darling. We'll get through this together. Let's go to your tarot card reading, shall we? Hello, Taurus, and welcome to the tarot card section of your reading for December the 6th through January the 6th. Oh my God. Through January the 12th. Crazy. Okay. This is for Taurus. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Taurus for the coming week of January the 6th through January the 10th? Three cards for Taurus, please. There's one, two more cards for Taurus. Lovely Taurus. One more card for Taurus. Oh, too many. Too many came out. One more card for Taurus, please. I have a Taurus moon, so I have a Taurus sun. My son, not S-O-N, not S-U-N. And I had a Taurus father. And my son's father was Taurus. My God, surrounded by Taurus. Taurus energy, that grounding energy. Okay. Now, and I've got loads of friends who are Taurus too. Okay, these are clarifying cards for Taurus. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Taurus to help them get through this challenging time? Please clarify. There it is. Oh, darling. Please clarify. Oh, shoot. You know, Taurus, you're not really affected as by these happenings as much as Aries and Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Please clarify. There it is. And please clarify. There it is. So, you know, I mean, everyone will be affected on a global scale for sure, but not perhaps so much. Well, it depends what your planets are too, you know, generally speaking. Take a look at your cards, will you? Okay, so the first card out is the King of Wands, clarified by the Three of Cups. And then you have the Three of Pentacles, clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. And then you have the Three of Cups again, clarified by the Five of Cups. Okay, Taurus. The first card out for you is the King of Pentacles. Wands. I'm going to ask for forgiveness before I start if I mess up anything verbally. I'll try to catch it on the editing though. Okay, so the King of Pentacles, he's this brilliant leader. Look, he's very social. So what I'm getting here is go out, be seen, network, do what you need to do. It's like sometimes we want to stay home and we don't want to kind of branch out, particularly when the weather is cold and blistery like it is here in New York. Oh my God, reminds me of Winnie the Pooh. It was a cold and blistery day. It really is windy. But I'm really getting that it would benefit you to go out. Now, the King of Wands loves to be entertained. He loves to go. He's a brilliant father. He's kind of got it all. He can get a little distracted because, he wants to be entertained, so he can be out there really having fun. And so when he comes into a reading, I will say that you need to kind of be spiritually oriented, be guided, look at things from a collective standpoint. What's good for the higher good for everyone, not just you when you go out. So it's about inclusion, not exclusion. So it's important to think about the group and the collective. What's the best for the collective? Don't overdo it is what I would say, but definitely get out of there. Get out there and network, and clarifying it is the Three of Cups. And that is, don't forget to go out and have fun. It's like kick off your heels or your boots. Go out with the guys, go out with the girls, whatever it is for you. It's celebrate. And I want to sing that song. Celebrate. Da, 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 da. I can't help myself. Sorry. I'm incorrigible. But this is definitely about going out and enjoying yourself. Yes, go out, celebrate, and really network. I feel that you will seek out like-minded people. You know, I feel that you're going to, it's about looking for it's definitely about looking for the common ground, because it's so easy for us to point out things in others that are different from us. And I think that's where the spirituality is coming in, is what I'm getting. So it's about looking for the common ground. It's looking at the similarities. It's accepting people as a whole, and seeing that we are all one. It's about getting connected with the oneness when we go out. Wow, that's a major message here. Don't look for the differences. Don't be critical. Be in love and look for the similarities. And it's such a euphoric feeling when we do that, when we see that we are all one, when we recognize it, when we connect with the oneness in others. Right? Someone just said to me, I don't remember who it was, or I heard it somewhere. Maybe it was Eckhart Tolle said, was it Eckhart Tolle? Or was it, no, it was the Dalai Lama had said that when he meets someone, he meets them as if they are his best friend. So he sees everyone as his best friend when he meets them. And what a lovely way to do that, to practice that. When you meet someone, meet them as if they're your best friend, right? That's a great exercise, you know, because sometimes we've got to practice that. Sometimes it's not as easy to do. So the next card out is the Three of Pentacles, and this is teamwork. You see, this is teamwork. Big time teamwork. Work with other people. Work as a team. Hear other people's opinions. Don't think that you know everything. Don't, take into account what everyone says and then make your mind up. That's education, isn't it? It's learn everything you can and then make your own mind up, about what you think is right, and take what resonates and leave the rest, kind of thing. It's the same with these readings. It's you take what makes sense to you. But be a team player. And look, you've got the Queen of Pentacles clarifying it, and it's this really is about work, right? It's about creating wealth, and this is about being a team player and bringing that into play. And it's about honing your craft. It's spending time on your skills, your skill set, or your profession or your career or your job, the time that it really deserves in a team spirit kind of way. And it will bring abundance to you, because she's all about abundance, and she's all about abundance through work, hard work. And she is really good at what she does. She focuses on doing the best that she can in everything. She's a deal maker. She's a mother. She's a wife. She's, creating abundance at home, and that's what I'm getting for you guys. And look, you got the Three of Cups again in the other deck. So this to me is all about celebrating the magic in every moment. That's what I'm getting for this one. This is about seeing everything in a positive light. It's being grateful for what you have and rejoicing in what you have, and not focusing on what you haven't and what you want. It's being happy with what you have right now. Because look, clarifying it is the Five of Cups, and he's crying over spilt milk. He's crying over something that's gone. There's no point in crying over something that's gone. Look, you mourn it for a second, but move on quickly, because it's gone. It's a waste of energy, right? Focus on the two cups that are left and feel gratitude. Celebrate that you have two cups left. It's like, this woman in Australia, she fled the fire on horseback and came back, and her house was ransacked, right? So somebody had been in. But guess what? She still had a house. It wasn't burnt down. And that's that kind of thing. No, it's not okay. It's not good that, her house was ransacked, but she still got a house. And she's got a lot of the stuff that she left. They didn't take everything. They just ransacked it and took some things. So, hey, we are grateful for what we have left, right? For what we have. It's gratitude is definitely the antidote for the five of cups. And we also have to be very careful because we're with Neptune at play and later on Jupiter, it's about expansion, right? So we can make things bigger than what they are. They can be worse than what they are. And they can be, it's about just, being in reality and being grateful for what you have, right? Taurus, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week. Thank you for staying all the way to the end. I really appreciate that. And I just wanted to let you know that this is a viewer supported channel. So if you could check out my Patreon page and perhaps donate a one-time donation or $1 a month, as little as $1 a month. It's $12 a year. It's not a lot, but I can do a lot with that. And of course, no pressure, just like, share, comment, and subscribe if that's what you can do. I really appreciate that too. And also my videos have advertising on it. And, if you could watch the advertisement all the way through, that would be a big help. I get paid for that too. I mean, every little helps. And of course, more than anything, if you can, purchase a reading from me because that's what I love to do. But anyway, guys, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here all the way to the end. And don't forget to join my Facebook group so we can hang out there. I love you all. Thank you. Mwah. I'll see you next week.